The following video is a complete free Instagram marketing strategy and plan for small business owners. I go into detail, fully unedited, with everything you're gonna need equipment-wise, application-wise, when to post, everything for free, no ad spend. I'm gonna stop talking, enjoy the video. All right, so as you can see here, I'm not really known for my amazing handwriting, unfortunately, but not to worry because I'm gonna be talking about all of this. So I have my notes down here, so I'm gonna keep looking down here if you're wondering. But before we get into all these sections, I want to talk about just really quickly about some expectations and goals going into these. So our goal obviously is to make as much money as possible without spending as little as possible. But with that said, because we're not running ads, we're not spending money in this marketing strategy, our goal is actually, besides that, is to create an audience slash a community of people that engage with us, our business page. If you can do that, the sales are gonna come, and then we can have the budget to spend some money. But this is completely free, and for equipment and all the applications, I'm gonna mention all the free options. I'm also gonna mention some of the things that are not really costly, but they're gonna have to spend a little money if you choose to. Just You don't have to, but it will increase your production value. It's gonna make it easier for you, and if you have a little bit of budget, I would recommend all of that. I'm gonna put a link in the description for all the paid stuff as well as the free stuff. But let's get into it. Actually, one more thing before that. One other expectation that's been a game changer for me and a lot of people that I tell is input over outcome. And what I mean by that is your focus should be doing the things that we're going to discuss and not the outcome that's going to come from it. This way you can stay consistent, and as long as you do the things that we talk about and you know you have to do, the outcome's going to come. But if you focus on numbers and immediately as soon as you start posting, you're not going to go far, because you're going to be demotivated. You're going to look at that and be like, you know what, it's not working, and you're going to leave it behind. So input over outcome for sure going into this. So let's talk about the first thing, which is format. What are we going to do? This is going to work on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. However, primarily is going to be Instagram. The format that we're going to use is Reels, aka short form vertical format content style. So YouTube Shorts, TikTok, they're all the same. Slightly different algorithms, but the overall concept is the same. So the format's going to be Instagram Reels. That's we're going to talk about stories in a little bit and all that, but the main focus, like 99% of our focus, is going to be posting Reels, the video itself, because right now the opportunity is huge with these algorithms, and without spending any money you can potentially reach millions of people. So this is an amazing opportunity. You don't even need to spend money to get a lot of sales, a lot of eyeballs on your product. If you think about it, even a couple of years ago that didn't exist. So that's the format. Let's talk about the schedule real quick, meaning posting schedule. How are we going to plan? How are we going to get it? Because I know a lot of business owners struggle with finding time, to post, because you're focusing on running the business, right? You don't have the time to, throughout your day to keep making videos, because it does take a little bit of time. But we're going to talk about that and how we're going to fix that. So one thing we're going to do that's immediately going to change it a little bit is going to be we're going to be implementing like a planning schedule, meaning instead of recording and creating content as you go, we're going to plan ahead a little bit, meaning we're going to sit down, let's say, for 1 hour in the beginning of our week or whenever you want. And we're going to look at other people's content. We're going to look at our Instagram feed itself. We're going to spend 1 hour into planning, coming up with 5 ideas or how many ideas as you can, and writing those ideas down. If you see a sound that you want to use, if there's an audio you want to use, you're going to write that down, save it on your phone. We're going to plan. You're going to script the video. If you're going to talk in your video, script it if you like. We're going to plan our entire week's content schedule, 1 hour of that, and then we're going to get into editing later on when we talk about apps. But in terms of how many times you got to post, that's a big question, right? How many times you want to post? This number completely varies, and it's completely up to you. However, Reels, especially, actually all of them, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, they're at a point where, because more people are doing it, the quality is really important. So at the same time, you hear, you have to post like 10 times a day or something crazy. You don't want to do that, but you don't want to be inconsistent. You post like one video every 2 weeks, or even one video a week is too little in my opinion. So you don't want to sacrifice quality over quantity. However, the minimum I would say is at least 3 to 4 videos a week. And if you can ramp it up to 7, 8 videos, and keep in mind, not all the videos are like highly produced videos that are 60 seconds long, right? Because a lot of content, and we're gonna talk about the content in just a second, but a lot of the content, as you see on your own like feed, is very short videos, 5, 6 second videos, like a meme almost, or like trends and stuff like that. Don't take much time. So once you learn how to do it, maybe in the couple weeks that you start, you can easily do 7 videos a week, without a doubt. Like, it's not going to be that hard, especially if not all your videos are going to be highly produced. Maybe 3 of those videos are like really scripted, highly edited videos. The rest are just like trends and little short videos. So, but those videos perform well, so we're not going to undermine anything. So in terms of how many you're going to post, I would at least do anything between 3 to 4 to 7 and plus, if you can even do more. And that's how many times you want to post. When in the day, also is another question a lot of people ask. I've noticed that that's completely like account based. So my personal account, I've noticed that 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. and 11 a.m. are the 2 times that when I post, they perform better. It could be because of my followers and that's when they're active. Or it's just that account. But I have other accounts that are completely different. So my point is, with the time of the day, you just have to try it out yourself. So see what works for you. First week, try this time, and then the second week, try 10 p.m. and then 9 p.m. Just play around until you find the right time, and then just keep posting at that time, and then stay consistent with that time. But in the beginning, it's like a testing phase. You just want to post and see like which one does better. So that's not really a thing. In terms of what are we going to talk about here? Another thing in terms of the schedule is a lot of people undermine the power of reposting your videos. So meaning, in my personal account, I've reposted a video like from 3 months ago, which it did good, but at the time I didn't have any followers. It had a decent number of likes compared to how many followers I had. So what I did is I just reposted that video. And believe it or not, the number of times I've done that, and millions of views came just from reposting it. So you're not going to repost a video that you shared last week, but once you start posting and you get consistent and you have a lot of posts on your hand after a month or 2, you can start doing this. Every time you're out of posts, you don't know what to post, you're going to post a new video. And don't worry that it's going to be repetitive, because these algorithms like Reels, TikTok, they show most of your videos to new people. Mostly new people see it, as well as your followers, but it's more the creative, the video is the primary source. So it's not like if you have a lot of followers, all of them are going to see it. In fact, very small percentage of them are going to see it anyways. So when you're reposting it, maybe a little bit of the people, a small amount, would see the video again, but they probably don't even remember that you posted 2 months ago, right? And the new people haven't even seen it. So for sure, you're going to repost. Don't undermine the power. It's very powerful. It's super easy to do. I highly recommend doing it. That's all I'm going to say with that. So let's talk about the type of content and what we're going to post. So let's talk about different, obviously there's like, this is a general one. Every niche, every, industry is a little bit different. But let's talk about like you're a fitness personal trainer, for example. Your business is doing personal training in the gym, or whether you own a gym, whatever the case might be. And you can apply the principles to other niches, obviously, as well, other business styles. But let's talk about, so how are we going to find content? This kind of circles back to the schedule is, go on your phone, okay? Chances are, if you're into fitness, your For You page is going to be mostly fitness anyways, because you enjoy doing that. But if it's not, just go to search, hashtag fitness content, hashtag workouts, whatever the case might be with your business. You're going to look at different contents from your competitors, from people that are doing similar stuff, if not exactly the same. And you're going to look, okay, this video is performing well with this style of video, and you're going to recreate it. Simple as that. That's the best way you're going to find content. Look at other content, you're going to find inspiration, and you'll be like, oh, you know what? If I do this with my workout, it'll be cool. Done. One video, write it down. And as you're planning, like we talked about earlier, you're going to write that down. So this way, you'll never run out of content, because as you're going to look at your phone, you're going to come up with ideas. And every time you come up with an idea, write it down, because you're going to forget it. It's better to have a full list of ideas than just not writing anything down. Because every time you run out of ideas, you look at the list, okay, let's do this video. I need a video, boom, I have an idea already. So that's the type of content. Remember when we talked about our goals to create an audience community, your primary focus should be entertainment over selling. Meaning, if you start your video with hey guys, welcome back, and it sounds like a sales pitch almost. Or if it's boring, you want to be entertaining immediately, especially in reels. People have such a short attention span. People are scrolling endless. If you begin and no one really, you're not a celebrity, right? So if they see your face and you're just saying, hey guys, good morning, welcome back, no one knows who you are, and honestly, no one cares. So you got to start your video immediately with like an attention grabbing thing. Just go straight to the point. Don't waste time about hello, what's up. Do that in your stories. Do that in your other stuff. In reels, you got to get straight into the point. Say something that's captivating. Show something that's going to make them want to watch the rest of the video, especially the end of the video. That's going to do wonders for you. So entertainment over selling. And if you can showcase your product or your services by entertaining, I mean, that's literally what you want to do. That's going to completely change your business, because people are going to be entertained by you. They're going to like you as a person, at the content they're going to see, and then your product is the main focus of the content itself. So in the case of the fitness content creator, or the fitness personal trainer rather, if you're creating entertaining videos, workout videos, motivational stuff like that, people are going to like you, but you are showing them your services. So if you think about it like that, it's going to do much better in terms of making it salesy. And like I said, you want to start your videos immediately with something attention grabbing. Your hook should be really important. What else? I'm looking at the time too. I don't want to talk too much here, but let's talk about equipment. And equipment meaning what do we need? So we obviously going to need something to record videos. We're going to need an audio device. We're going to need some lighting, and we need like a setup, a backdrop, or your workspace, whatever it might be. We're going to talk about all of those. So in the case of obviously this is like a free a free marketing strategy. So for video, you can use your phone. I mean, that's the easiest one ever. Phones these days, you can record 4K, 24 frames per second, 60 frames per second. It can record everything. So you don't need to spend money on a camera. However, if you want high quality videos and you say, okay, I have a little bit of a budget, I want to spend some money, I'm really taking this seriously, and I have the money, we can spend in a camera, and this would increase the high quality. It's going to make it easier for you, because remember we talked about the content and entertainment. If your video is visually pleasing, like really like amazing high quality, like those videos you see, obviously you're going to grab the attention because it just looks more aesthetic, more visually pleasing. So, but with that being said, again, you can use your phone. Like a lot of people you see make their videos, they use their phones. iPhones especially, like you get amazing cameras. So for video device, phone, or the camera, I'm going to put the link to my camera, the Canon M50 Mark II, which I use to record my reels, my YouTube videos, even this one right now. I believe it's about $700 if I'm not mistaken. So if you have the budget, check it out. I'll put the link in the description. If not, use the phone. For audio devices, it depends. Again, if you're, let's say for the fitness personal trainer, if most of your videos are just you working out, you're not really talking in the video, you don't need a mic. And if you rarely talk, you don't need a mic, just use your phone. Again, it's decent enough where, but on the other hand, if you're talking a lot in your videos, right, the quality of your audio matters. If you look at a video that's visually pleasing, but then the audio is crap, there's echo, there's like all these noises got in the background, that is just, no one, you know what I mean, it just ruins the video. So if you are one of those people that talk in your videos, and there's a lot of speech, whether it's interviewing or whatever it might be, or if it's like this, just talking into the camera, it wouldn't hurt to invest in a microphone. I'm going to put a link in a couple of microphones downstairs. Some of the ones I use personally, different budgets. There's one that I bought for $20, and it's you can record a podcast on it. It's a USB. Just put it in your phone with an adapter, and boom, you're good to go. And then there's one that I use right now. It's the Rode mic. It's closer to like $100, but then it's a little bit more versatile. You can do a lot more with it. So if you want to spend again a little bit of money, I'm gonna put the link in the description. There's your mic. And then the next one is the lighting. So I have a ring light that I use. I bought it for $20. You can spend $300, $400, $500 on lighting, or if you don't want to spend any money, use natural lighting. So if you have windows in your office or your home, wherever you work, then record during the day. Make sure there's enough light on your face. Obviously not too much where it's like you can't even see, but enough light, because if it's dark, again, the visually pleasing goes right out the window. You don't want that. And then the backdrop, obviously depending on where you are, if you're just recording your day-to-day life, it's just wherever you are working in an office, But if you're talking in the video, you want like a few things behind you. You want something that looks, again, visually pleasing. It's all the same. You want something that looks visually pleasing behind you, whether it's painting, bookcases, or just like a nice space, or it's in the gym. Obviously, it's in the gym. So that's for the setup. So that's all the equipment and all like the hardware we're gonna need. So let's talk about applications. So what are we gonna need application-wise? What are applications we're gonna need? We're gonna need editing software, and pretty much that's it. Actually, we need a good editing software that does most things like color grading and editing and effects and stuff, subtitles, captions, animated captions especially. Luckily, we have an app that's completely free that does all of the things, and that's Capcut. I'm going to put a link in the description if you've never heard of it. I'm also going to put a link in the description with a complete tutorial that I'm going to make right after this. Chances are if you're watching this video shortly after, I'm going to post another video that's a complete tutorial on how to make really good videos on your phone using the Capcut app. It's completely free. It's super easy to use. It does a lot of things for you, which is kind of crazy that you can do this on your phone. And that's that. So you don't have to spend any money. Capcut allows you to do animated captions, makes it more visually pleasing again. You can edit for you, add effects. It has templates for you that you can just drag and drop your videos and it'll do it for you. So in terms of apps, that's it. Now Capcut also has like a premium feature. If you want, again, the paid version would be, it has a lot of like really good animation for captions. That's the best of it that I've seen. And it does like really cool looking animations that just blows my mind when I see it. But that one I believe is like $14 a month. Small investment, but again, you don't have to do it. But if you do it, again, it makes it a little bit better. So let's talk about, I'm looking at the time too. Let's talk about the bonus that says here. What does that mean? So I'm going to talk about some mistakes and tips. I can spend a lot of time on specifics like I already discussed, like how to not start your videos. You want to do it fast. You don't want to spend a lot of time on hashtags and trending audios. Like, I'm not saying they're not important, but your focus should be creating very engaging content, right? Like, if your content sucks, you can use the best hashtags and all the trending sounds, but it's not going to do. Those are supplemental stuff. So you want to do that. You want to spend like 5% of your time and energy on that. Most of it should be on your content. So that's another mistakes and tips. If you want like a more in-depth version of the tips, I'm going to put a link in the description for another video that I'm going to make right after this as well, where I'm going to go in detail as to the mistakes and tips that I've learned from my personal account, as well as other ones that I see all the time. So I want to make an entire video on that, some mistakes, some tips that can really boost your content. So click on the description if you're interested in that. But I've talked about a few of the mistakes. So I think for this video that should be it. Let's talk about the summary. So what in terms of what we talked about, I'm going to quickly summarize it so that we have an idea of like what's our objective. So we're going to do at least 4 to 7 plus reels, right? So 1 a day. The time of the day, it's going to be whenever it works for you, like we talked about. How long, like what's the timeline of this? This is as long as you want it to be. Give it time. Give it a few months before you judge it, because again, that goes back to the input thing. If you're focused on just outcome, you're going to do 1 month and be like, this doesn't work. But the thing is, like, especially with these algorithms, is immediately in the beginning, you're not going to get a lot of views. You're going to get a couple hundred maybe. And then slowly, it starts being like, suddenly one video does well. And then that takes you a little bit higher. And then if you look at over like a 3-month period, maybe for 2.5 months, you get nothing. None of your videos do well, but you actually genuinely think your content is doing well. Over like the next week, suddenly you might get 10, 20,000 followers, because it's a rolling like snowball effect. One video suddenly from 2 months ago will go viral, and all of the videos will go viral. It's absolutely amazing. And so timeline-wise, do it as long as possible. This is free, and once you get efficient with it, with the planning and editing it, the editing is on your phone. So you can edit it while you're on the train, on the bus, on your way. Just edit on your phone. It doesn't take time. If you watch the tutorial, I'm going to teach you exactly what you need from that app. Once you become efficient at this, you're going to spend a couple hours a week, an entire week with 2-3 hours of work, and you already have an entire marketing department's work instead of hiring people to do it for you. And nothing wrong with that, by the way, that you're going to get better results with that. But if you're a small business owner, if you're trying to do it yourself, do this, you get efficient at it, it's not gonna take that much time. You have an entire marketing strategy and it's free, you're not spending any money, you're reaching millions of people potentially if you do it correctly. So what else we got here? Timeline, repost, and remember we're gonna repost posts after a month or two in. We're gonna start reposting our best videos, and that's gonna really boost your engagement for sure. I've done it myself, and like one video initially would get like 5,000 views. When I repost it, it will get 5 million views. I'm not even exaggerating. You can go, I put a link on my personal Instagram page. I post like funny videos on my personal page. You can check that out and see for yourself. But other than that, I think that should cover this video. I can talk about this all day. But I hope that gives you like a little bit of a strategy, and I hope this can work for some of you. I know if you do it correctly, for sure this strategy is going to work. It's worked for myself. And I'm going to put a link in the description for all the things I mentioned, as well as the videos if you're interested. I'm going to put a link or a video right here and another video right here next to me for videos that you might be interested in. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to teach you exactly how to utilize Reels and TikToks to elevate your business and make tons of money. So